Après Danny Wilson, voici l'interview choc de Robert Smith et de ses copains. Ce sont des Cure, vous le savez, les Cure reviennent de Rio, toute la presse en parle, ils sont en France, ils ont rencontré la radio, la presse et la télévision, et immanquablement, ils sont passés devant les caméras de la saga du rock. Voici donc pour vous, Robert Smith en interview pour M6.
I'm one of the other ones. I'm the other one.
And I'm Lawrence.
6 o'clock this morning, we finished making a film, and we went to bed, and then we got up about 12, and then we went to, where did we go? Oh yeah, we did some photos and an interview, and then we went to a television programme and we did a mime, and that's taken about 6 hours, because in between it all there's like car rides and waiting. Are you ready? Yes, we're ready. Okay, then we'll wait a bit more. That's what we do most of the time.
But I mean, you lived without recognition from, let's say, you know,
Yes,
the big audience, the big public, and also the press. We'll talk about that later.
The point of being in a group like Cure isn't to gain a big audience. You know, it's like, it's come gradually because people have become aware of us and they like what we do. I mean, we've never done anything to persuade people that we're better than anyone else. We think we are, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, if other people think that, aha, they're better than the Cure, it's fine, you know. They carry on being pushed around by their mums in wheelchairs. But pushchairs, wheelchairs. Yeah. It's, that sort of side of things is one that the media try and engender. They try and make people think that a group's only worth anything if a lot of people listen to it or buy the records, which isn't really true. Unfortunately, 99% of groups that are popular are absolute garbage, because most people tend to like garbage. No, I mean, we're an exception. That sounds very arrogant, but I can't understand why we're as popular as we are, because everyone else that's popular in France is terrible.
I mean, you would say that being popular means being garbage?
No, that's what I mean.
Or being commercial means being not so good?
Unfortunately, it usually does. The two aren't mutually exclusive. You can be popular and good, as we prove, but generally, people who are popular are bad. I mean, if you look at the top 10 anywhere in Europe, it's awful. I mean, the European top 50 is probably the 50 worst records in the whole world.
So what kind of music do you listen to when you're on your own, traveling? Do you have any influence, I mean, any idols yourself? I mean, people you really respect in terms of music?
Your idol, you know.
No, not really.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes, but I mean, that just doesn't really make any sense.
There's a lot of people that have peers that we're part, you know, that we feel empathy with, but they're not really. They don't really inspire us. I mean, we're only making music for other people to be entertained by in the way that we're entertained by other people. Like, it's weird at the same name, but there isn't really anyone else. But no, like Kate Bush. And there's someone who makes good records.
Mm-hmm.
And she's popular, so she proves the exception to the rule as well.
But like in the early days, I mean, we really turned you on to music.
We all had different sort of backgrounds.
What was the first record you listened to, and you said, you said to yourself, oh, I want to go into rock and roll. I mean, this is my thing in life.
Never had a day when we said we wanted to go into rock and roll.
Still not.
I remember Hit the Road. Because me and him had older brothers and sisters, so we were exposed to like music before our generation, like 60s music, and we all come from families. Before that, it said stripper, I think it said. Like my first occupation, something like that. Anyway. Cabaret artist or something.
Of course.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything in passports about occupation.
Like that, yeah?
Why is that?
Because nobody has an occupation in England anymore.
We're all unemployed. It's true.